After my last book appeared, I got quite a few emails. One question recurred. Now that I have done all this sleuthing, do I still have to spend time reading the boring corporate filings? Or would my physical investigations be enough? The definite answer is yes. You have to read the filings too. You'd better read them. Here is one example why you should. INMD, INMD symbol, came up in my sleuthing as a terrific company. They do light cosmetic procedures to help women look younger. Or, as one esthetician who used the machinery said, their pitch is, men will desire you and women will envy you. It's a winning pitch and it's a great business. With women marrying later and having less children, if they want to have attention, it'll have to be outside the home via their personality and their looks. The first is less easily fixable. The second, though, is what INMD does. Therefore, the company has high return on capital, high gross margins, and high growth. It has a high quality ratio, which I call Q, which is the sum of all these three. So I pointed it out for you here a few months ago with a recommendation to sleuth them favorably. Then, last month, I read INMD's latest filing, and I didn't like what I saw. What didn't I like? It was this. The company approved the creation of more shares. Now these shares are held in treasury, but in future they could be used for, say, acquisitions? I don't like companies buying other companies for shares, even if it makes strategic sense, because it usually causes a significant slump in their own shares in the midterm. Another such company was Adobe, a terrific company in its own right with a deep moat against competition, who bought a smaller competitor called Figma for cash and shares. This made its own shares slump, which is when I figured Adobe here is worth your sleuthing attention. Since then, indeed, Adobe is up. Now what about INMD? It's still the same great company it has long been, but the approval of this extra share is not to my liking. INMD shares are now a bit higher than when they were still mentioned here. However, I'd suggest you sleuth them now afresh with a more jaundiced eye, because the newly approved shares might mean that growth is slowing and INMD thinks it can get more growth by buying it with shares. Or it might not, and the new shares won't be used at all, and the above is just my natural suspiciousness. However, if INMD does use the newly approved shares to buy another company, then the stock is likely to slump, just like Adobe stocked it. Now remember, I said if, because if it doesn't make an acquisition, then the above warning has been for naught. But if it does, and the stock slumps, then like Adobe, it may be interesting again, but maybe not now. I'm just saying. That's all for today. If you like the above, please retweet and resend to all your friends and subscribers so they subscribe too. Then buy my book, The Advanced Wealth Investor, and give it a review on Amazon, which I hope will be a good one. I'll see you next time, and meantime, thank you very much for watching.